The conflict that I'm working on has to do with how I, as a recruiter, submit candidates to one of our engagement teams. I hire creatives for a variety of teams for a creative agency, and most of our teams use our applicant tracking system for our submittals. A couple of the teams prior to my joining the group were hiring so many people that they created spreadsheets to track some of their things outside of our ATS, which doesn't provide some of the information they need on a daily basis. It ended up falling to the recruiters to populate those sheets, and the real struggle now is that it's a duplication of effort on our part, because we have to put things in the applicant tracking system to maintain a record and a paper trail, but now we're also responsible for filling out these sheets. And as someone who loves databases and data management, it's really stressful to think about the things that could be lost by doing things the way this team wants it done. Our senior leaders from the recruiting end have made several efforts to have conversations around this with the one engagement team that is still working this way. So most of the recruiters get so frustrated that they just don't do it. I have generally been one to appease and accommodate. I've tried a couple of times to collaborate, but it hasn't worked out. So this is definitely an intergroup conflict. It's between the recruiters and this one engagement. I think that we're coming to a point where a particular role I'm working on now is going to be a spectacular opportunity for us to talk about this one more time. So this all came at a great time to think about asking questions instead of coming right at it with a solution, because it takes the confrontational nature out of it and makes it an opportunity for group learning. I happen to have built a really good reputation with this team. I am now their primary recruiter. So I feel like rather than our leaders coming to them, there's something about me being in the weeds on a daily basis with them that gives me a little bit of credibility to have this conversation. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to bring it up. My plan is to first discuss it with my manager and see if there's a way we can bring it up in our weekly meeting with the team. And I wanted to ask, even though I know the answers to some of these questions, I think it's helpful to back them up to how did this process get started? I think that lets them put it out there, and I just want to listen. And sometimes when people explain their answer to a question like that, they start to hear why maybe that's not the best solution. At least that's my hope. Then the question is there another way for us to manage sharing this information? And hear what they have to say about it. My guess is that they're going to tell me that there isn't, and the reasons why. To then say, would it be possible to try something different? And then I can give them my suggestion and the piece of, I feel like there is a way for us to use our applicant tracking system, especially now. When this system was created by them, there was only one member on their team, and they now have 3 members on their team managing all of this. So I think they now have the resources on their end to carry the weight. And if they don't like my solution, the next is to say, tell me more about the challenges you face if we try that solution. My goal is to get them to try something different and to be open to it not working. But I think the one particular role I'm working on right now is a great opportunity because it's the only thing we all have going. It's a very quiet time of year. So I'm hoping this is it. Thank you.